Why do you want the police? What do you want the police for? Why do you want the police?
Stop recording.
Why do you want the police?
Stop recording.
Not recording.
Yes, you are. You're on FaceTime with somebody recording.
Oh, I'm not on FaceTime. I'm not on
I
FaceTime.
seen it.
So,
You're
where
like,
you
I'm
at?
stupid. I seen it.
No, you're not stupid, but let's exit.
I seen it.
Let's
Get
exit.
the camera off of me.
Let's exit.
Get the...
What you gonna do if I don't get the camera off you? Tell me what you gonna do.
I'm already going to the police.
Okay, good. But can
Call
we leave
the
now?
police from my
Let's
side.
call the police from
Call
outside.
them, no, call them in here.
Let's call them from
in
outside.
here. Call them from in here. You have the
So you
camera
saying you
for
want
your
me?
safety. Call the police for my safety.
Okay, so come on,
You
let's
have
go.
people watching for your safety. Call the police for my safety.
Come on.
I'm not leaving nowhere.
Well, why aren't you leaving?
You're not respecting my wishes. I
Why
respect
not
George. You
leaving?
got the camera on me.
Why aren't
So
you
call the
leaving?
police.
Why aren't you leaving?
Call the police. Call the police.
Why aren't you
Call the
leaving?
police. Why don't you want to call the police? Why don't you want to call the police?
Like in the police
Okay,
on
I'm not saying shut up. You call me.
So
I'm
why
not
won't we
going
go for a
nowhere,
walk?
And I'm not saying shut up. Here. Now you can tell the bitch. You can tell the bitch on the phone. So they can
Okay, so just
please
leave
call the
peacefully.
police. I don't have a phone.
Why do
you
you
know
ask
I
what
don't
you
have a
know?
phone. You have
Okay,
not been
but when we
even
go
trying to help
outside,
me
then we
get
go
a phone.
outside and I'll
You
give
haven't
you.
even tried to help me get a phone for
You-
3 months.
you know,
I've been here for 3 months. I've been staying in
Yeah,
your house
so
for 3 months.
let's go back to your house.
Please stop recording me
Let's go
and
back to
stop
your
fucking
house.
putting me on camera.
Let's go back to your
No,
house.
stop putting me on camera.
Let's go back to your house.
Stop putting me on camera.
Let's go
Stop
back to
putting me
your
on
house.
camera. Stop putting me on camera.
Let's go back to your
Stop
house.
putting me on camera. Stop putting me
Come
on
on, let's
camera.
leave.
I don't advise that. No.
Okay.
I don't allow that.
Okay, but
So
it's just for my safety.
Oh, well, it's for my safety. Call the
Yeah,
police.
so for
Call
your
the police
safety,
for my
let's
safety.
just go.
Call the police for my safety. Call the police for my safety.
How are you gonna say?
Call the police for my safety.
How you gonna say?
Call the police for my safety. Call the police for my safety.
Okay, come on outside,
Call
let's call the police.
for my safety.
Let's go outside
Call
and
the
call the
police for
police.
my safety.
All right,
Call the police
don't
for
touch
my
me.
safety.
Don't touch
I'm
me.
not touching
Don't
you.
touch
I don't care
me.
if you have the
Get
camera
away
on
from
me.
me.
I'm not
Get
touching
away
you.
from me.
I'm asking you to call the police.
Okay.
I'm asking you to call.
So when I lived in Chicago, I dated this one girl. She was like Black and Palestinian, and a lot of y'all might actually know her. I don't even give a f***. I'm gonna be posting like the little clips into this video that happened because I have security camera footage from my house, and I promise you guys, I'm probably not gonna tag her because the thing is she don't deserve that free clout. And yes, it's been like a little minute since this happened, but I finally decided to make a video about it because she continued to do it to other people who also knew me and were coming to me and be like, yo, like this crazy as hell. Basically the way I had met her through a mutual. I had met her through a mutual photographer of mine, and he's like, hey, let me put you onto this girl. She's bi, she's Muslim, y'all probably got the similar struggle. She's foreign. I'm like, cool. So he introduced us. We talked on the phone. We FaceTime for a bit. We definitely hit it off. She was telling me how, she lived alone as well, and she had all her own shit. And, she told me she had worked, like, as a server at this restaurant. And then, she went ghost, and we didn't talk for the next couple months. But I had seen her post up with this other guy who was very well known in the entertainment and modeling industry, and he was like way older than her. Now I'm all for age gap relationships, but it looked like they was together. It looked like they were really in a serious relationship. And then I hit her up and it looked like I was on block as well. So I'm just like, what the f? Because we were really talking for a little bit back and forth, and I just thought we could be friends and shit. And we were talking on some freaky shit. I'm not even gonna lie, because that's where the conversation genuinely started. He showed the photographer that had introduced us, showed pictures to each other, like we're both like, damn, we fine as hell, That's kind of how that came across play. But now, fast forward, December hits, right? And she hits me up. Mind you, this is all after all this fiasco of her ignoring me, putting me on block, and just some weird shit. Mind you, I had hit up that dude because he had like a little modeling agency, and I had been like, yeah, I'd love to shoot with her. She's like, nah, she don't like you, she don't f*** with you. And I'm like, no way, we were just fine, we were just so cool. Then he sent me an audio of her basically being like, nah, I'm not trying to shoot with her, like, he's like, do you want to shoot with Tyni? He's like,
Do you want to do a shoot with Tyni? What? Okay. All right.
Basically. So I was like, damn, that's the end of that. But then she hit me up in like December of, this was like back in like 2022. She hit me up December 2022, and she was like, talking to me saying, "Hey girl, sorry I lost my phone. I haven't been on social media for X amount of months." You were just posting up. Like, what are you talking about? And dude was like posting them cuddling and just, all this extra shit. So she act like she didn't know anything that happened. I actually had receipts, so I showed her all those receipts. I have those text messages that I'll actually be inserting, like, probably right here as well too. But basically, from there, she was like, "Girl, I don't know anything about this. Just acting ditzy and clueless." And then she was like, to be honest with you, if I could tell you the truth, dude's been abusing me, raping me, molesting me, beating on me for these months and has held me hostage and, has kept me drugged up, and I was drunk, and, he would force pills. And I was like, really, So I felt really bad. And then she's like, he's coming to get me right now. I'm really, really scared. I don't want to be in my apartment. I had my own apartment, all my own shit. And as I moved in, he kind of just held me hostage. So she gave me that BS ass, bullshit ass story, right? So she told me she's scared because he keeps showing up in the middle of the night, and she's scared of continuously being like molested and just all that, and how she barely has any memory from the time that she was there because she was always so drugged up. And I'm like, damn, So pulled up on her. And we went upstairs. I was like, yeah, you could totally stay with me for a couple days till you figure this shit out. That's cool. So she wanted to stay with me, and I was like, cool. I didn't think too much of it. She had like a little studio, and we was packing her shit up, and then she's like, yo, he's gonna be here at this time. We got to get out of here by this time. But we ran out into him on the elevator ride back, and he's like, no, he always threatens me about killing me and he's been torturing me all this months, and this and that. And the little phone she had, she said like a couple had bought her that phone, because they had found her on the side of the road trying to like run away. Like, she had given me like this crazy story of her basically saying that she was kidnapped by dude, beat by dude, raped by dude, molested, tortured, held hostage, all this shit, and things weren't what it seemed on social media. And I'm like, why would a, little Muslim girl lie to me, So I wasn't really thinking too much of it. So anyways, took her to the crib and and that's where our little story began. Like, we kind of just started off as just friends, and then, she was a drinker. I didn't know because she was telling me she like smokes weed, but she doesn't really like drink like that. But I had some homies, and they would like sometimes leave like wine and stuff in my fridge, or like Four Locos, White Claw, whatever, like all that extra shit. I don't know all the names because I just don't drink, so I'm not familiar with substances. But basically, she was drinking every day, and even when I had pulled up on her, she like took a shot. I don't know what it was. It was some sort of like brown liquor. It was like early as at like 9 a.m. She was taking like one or two shots. She was like, just to take the little edge off. And I'm like, I thought you said you don't drink, like what? Truth be told, she turned out to be like an alcoholic and a drug addict later on. But aside from that, our story began from there. And the first time that we had basically, she had came on to me. It was not the other way around, because I wasn't trying to like do nothing after a girl told me she was like raped and beat on. Like, that makes you like, nah, like you're not trying to do nothing with this girl. So yeah, I remember like I had went into the room to give her something to wear, and she had started like kissing on me, and like all my homies was there at the same time too. So it's like everybody's seeing what happened. She made the first move. She was trying to put her hands down my pants, and I'm talking about I ain't showered, so she's like, come on, let's go to the shower. And that's where that started. The only other thing that happened like was the very first day that we had met. We just jumped into the shower together, not on no like sexual shit, but just on we were out all day filing police reports, because that's what she wanted to do, file police reports. She wanted to go to court, all this extra shit, get a restraining order, and I was helping her do all that. Because like, why wouldn't I support another girl, So yeah, we were out on all day, all night, and I knew I had to get up for an early appointment. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna shower, but I'm gonna be a little minute because I gotta like wash my hair and everything too. And then we were hungry too, so she just like ended up hopping in the movie. That was her choice. I didn't I didn't ask her to, none of that shit. I even have videos from that day so y'all could actually see, like, we genuinely were having a good time in that shower. Like, we weren't even doing nothing. But, anyways, so after that, things started getting really weird with her because she ended up having random outbursts and she would be in bed till literally like 5 o'clock, sometimes, and she would like not want to do anything with her life. Like, she didn't want to get a job. I even tried to like get her on OnlyFans because, like, if that's all you want to do, then bet. um so she basically, turns out that she was behind on her rent for months and months and months, backed up behind as hell on her rent. So she was getting evicted. She didn't pay her light bill, so ComEd was shutting down. So she literally could not stay there anymore as well. And then on top of that, she was an addict. So I'd give her, like, I was taking care of her, so like she didn't have to pay for shit. I was driving her around, paying all the rent, paying food, groceries, her hair, nails, whatever the I was paying for it, and she didn't have to worry about none. But I was still like, hey, this is to like help you get on your feet. So she didn't want to get on her feet, and the only thing she wanted to do was dance. So I'm like, bro, like, there's one thing like dancing and like you doing that as like to be popped, and she just wanted to be popped. Turns out later down the line, she was on a lot of drugs. But here's the crazy part: she basically, the way everything had fell apart was the very first argument we had was, I had just got back from the runway fashion show that I was doing, and she basically had a fit at me when I woke up because, my homie at the time had brought me back some rice and it tasted different. So she was having a fit in the bathroom, screaming, crying, and my homie just kind of looked at the bathroom door and just like looked away because we didn't really like, we were tired, we didn't really care. She was always doing some weird shit. Like, she was always talking to herself in the mirrors. She was always talking to herself in the mirrors. She was always having weird freak out attacks where she just starts screaming, like, start having a mental breakdown. Like, she was weird, bro. And then all of a sudden, like, I was like, okay, well, I don't know why she's screaming, but I ended up saying some shit about the rice. I said, damn, this rice kind of tastes a little weird. Maybe because it was just, I just woke up. I wasn't feeling good. But then she came out and she started like screaming. She started arguing. She was like, you won't believe what I just saw. And we weren't really like paying attention to her because like we're tired, I don't feel good. I just got exerted on the runway, so leave me the alone. But my after she said it like 2-3 times, one of my homies actually paid attention to her ass. And when he had paid attention to her ass, he then was kind of like, well, what did you see on your phone that's so disturbing? And that's when like I was talking to the other homie, but I guess she thought I had interrupted or whatever, but she just wanted a reason to fight, so she just started freaking out at me. And it turned into like, it exploded so bad that I wasn't even saying shit. I was silent. I was straight silent because I'm not gonna put up with this shit. She got to picking all her shit up and screaming and starting a drama. Then she started like slamming my doors. Then get this, she went to smoke the weed that we bought her in my homie's car with my jacket and my shoes and my clothes on. Okay? Like, just like an unthankful teenager. So my homies were like, yo, they came in the room, they're like, yeah, yo, like, she just done slammed the door, she just got real disrespectful, and you gonna let that shit happen? I'm like, my head is hurting, I'm tired, I don't wanna deal with it right now. She'll come back when she come back. I don't really care. But they had ended up, kind of like telling me like, no, you can't let her walk all over you like that, go outside and talk to her. So I'm like, y'all gonna come with me. So one of them came with me, and we're talking, we're trying to talk to her, and she just starts freaking out like she's trying to like fight me and some shit. I'm like, what are you honestly trying to do? Like, I'm like, okay, well, if you want to leave, then leave. I'm not gonna stop a grown ass woman from leaving my house. So then she tried to pack up all her shit, and then once she had her little meltdown, then after she packed her shit up in the corner, then she came and apologized. So I was like, okay, well, you can't, do that shit again. Like, this is like your last warning. I'm not gonna put up with that shit. Like, she was crazy. And then after that, I was like wondering why she keeps like acting like that. At one point, like I had just took her out on a date, bro. We went to Soju barbecue. We went to an arcade. I literally have videos from all this. I came back and I couldn't because I was tired and I had work the next day. And she was basically like, okay, you go to sleep. I'm gonna be on the phone, and she'd be on the phone late night. Sometimes she would leave out, come back in, like that. I just took this on a date and trifling ass, bro. She came in my room, falling and while I'm asleep, and was like, "I'm finna leave out real quick. I'm finna go see this guy. We finna chill. We finna smoke real quick." I'm like, "What the? It's 3 a.m. Like, is you cool, bro? It's 3 a.m. What? Like, what? And you're puking up and shit. Like, what's wrong with you? Falling." So I called my homies back to the crib, like, "Yo, can you check her real quick? Cause I'm not finna deal with it. I'm tired. I don't know what she finna get into. Like, nah, you know." Long story short, she basically, my homies had caught her coming out the back seat of the car with some dude, and all the dudes that she was around, they were drug dealers, scammers, like just not good people, like addicts. So I was like, what the fuck, So he came and told me, I'm like, I bet we finna test her then, right? So one of my homies fell asleep on my bed, and I had like a little futon in the living room where the other homie was at, and instead of coming to the bed to lay down with me, she went and lay down with him on the futon. And I got cameras in my house, so I'm not even tripping. But he's texting me. He's like, "Yo, she's playing with herself beside me. Yo, she's doing this. Yo, she's trying to get some dick." Like, I'm like, "I don't care. Go for it." He's like, and then he didn't do it because he said that he put his hands down her shorts and she smelled like a condom. Or not a condom. She smelled like cum, like a man's cum. So he didn't want to do anything. And then the next day, I went to work and I said, I spoke with him. So we set that up, I spoke with him. I'm like, "Listen, let's see if she's just it's just my turn or if she's my girl for real." So he went and, he was chilling with her and she gave it up like so fast. Like that was her. She wanted to and like they was in my bed while I'm at work. I'm not tripping too much, at all. But because he actually had became my ex fiance later on. Yeah, we were engaged for a bit, so I wasn't tripping at all. Um, but then at first she was like denying it, and I'm like, I'm not even pissed. And then she was just trying to be alone with him as much as possible, and I'm just like weirded out by it because I'm polygamous. Okay, I could do a throuple, easy. So she was just, but the way she was doing it was like you could tell she was trying to be slick, on some and I just was like, this is so crazy because she was on our date, right on like that date that we went out. She was talking about how she just sees my homies like them, like brothers, and she would never do anything with them. Like, tell the truth. Like, seriously, tell the truth. I hate me a lying ass. And then, like after that, I just knew what it was, So a week or two passed, I had to go get my oral surgery, and this is where things really come crashing down. So I'm coming back from oral surgery. I'm up. She wants to go to the strip club. We drop her off at the strip club, and then she don't come home for 3 days, and she acting a fool, So she don't come home for 3 days. She talking to me crazy on the phone. I'm like, what the bro? And then she come home, and then she wants to act like nothing happened. So I'm not really talking to her because first of all, I could barely talk, and then I knew I was gonna kick her out because I just wanted to heal from surgery real quick. But she trying to like make it up to me and just trying to. She didn't even tell me about that night, But like, first of all, what kind of hobosexual leaves the house for 3 nights somewhere else? Like, what's wrong with you? So, anyways, she with this other get a little stripper white girl, and I got videos of all of this. Mind you, I had bought her a phone, right? So I had bought her a phone along with multiple other things that I bought her, designer glasses, all that. So that phone when she was coming back and this thing, like when the cops were called because she was acting crazy, what happened was she dropped that phone. She dropped that phone, and that phone had basically all the truth in it because she came home. She wanted to have a threesome with me and dude. So my jaw is a square at that point because I just got out of surgery. So she pushed me up against the wall. She get to eating me out, all this shit, you know. We going at it, and then she just stops. And then she's like, "Yeah, I got company pulling up, and I gotta go out real quick." I'm like, "What the dude?" His name was Cornbread. I've never met him till that day, and that was a very brief introduction because he looked so confused. He looked so confused. He didn't know what was going on, but she got to kissing up on his cheeks and at the door. Like, she just had my coochie and his in her mouth, and with that same mouth, she gonna kiss another dude right in front of us, not even 5 minutes apart. Trifling. I'm like, what the But mind you, you're not supposed to bring nobody to my crib. She brought him to my front door, bro. She brought dude to my front door. Open the door wide open, told him to wait right there. What are you doing, I don't know who this dude is. This is Chicago. Don't let me get to popping some bro. What the are you doing? I have videos of me asking her. All I said was, "Hey, why did you bring a random guy to my house?" Mind you, I'm butt naked because I just got out the shower. We were just, you know, like, my house a mess. You know, I just got out of surgery. So, and mind you, since I had just got out of surgery, you know, I was very, very nauseous. So I had a garbage can by my bedside because, you know, I felt like I was going to puke at times.
Producer, bro.
So you brought him to the door?
He's right there by the door.
You couldn't tell him to wait in the car because now he knows where I live and I don't know him?
That's where I live too.
Bro.
Alright, whatever, bro. I'm gonna just, like I said, bro, I'm gonna get the rest of my shit, bro. I'm gonna get the rest of my shit, bro. Nobody came inside, bro.
Bro, but you didn't even tell me, bro, like.
Yes, I did, bro. I did.
When did, bro, Osborne, did she tell me that there's a random dude that's gonna be outside my fucking door right now?
I told Osborne.
Osborne never came and told me.
Okay, well that's on y'all. Then that's on y'all. Then that's on y'all. That ain't got shit to do with me, bro. That ain't got shit to do with me, for real. I communicated.
Bro, just...
I still communicated though. I still communicated on the phone.
I'm
for real,
bro. Like,
yeah, you is, bro.
To the crib that I didn't know. That's a safety concern.
This motherfucker has picked me up plenty of times before.
Bro, so leave him out there. He don't know the fucking door we come out from. You do realize there's no lock there. We're 2 women in the house. There's no lock on the front door.
Alright, I understand you. I understand you, little baby. Anything else, little baby? Anything else, little baby? Anything else? Don't have me do it, bro. Don't have me do it, bro. Don't have me do it, bro.
Have you do what?
Don't have me do it, bro. Don't talk behind my back when I walk away, bro.
Don't
do it. But you not acting like it though. I heard you. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. 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 I'm telling you. Say it to my face, bro. Say it to my face. I'm not stupid, bro. I'm not stupid, bro. You talking shit. I'm not starting shit, and I'm not starting fights.
House now?
No, come on.
Get me out of my house.
Bro,
Get you out your house. Tell me to my face. Why can't you tell me to my face?
Get out of my house, please.
Get your house?
Thank you. Yeah.
Forever?
Yes, because look what you just did.
I don't give a fuck. Come to talking about. I don't give a fuck. Come to talking about. You been saying that shit. Been doing disrespectful shit to me, bro. And I ain't never say shit.
Get out of my house, bro.
I never say shit, bro.
Just get out of my house. Like, get out.
I got my own crib to go to.
Bro.
Where's my phone?
Where's my phone? Hey, can you talk? Because I can't find my phone. Bro, she did threw food all over me and then, like,
she doesn't get out.
Yeah, please just do that, like, now at this point. Because at this point, you know, motherfuckers are going to build your room through your phone, talk about they got their own crib. Just put her as the fuck out the correct fucking way, girl. Call them up for police. Don't have no more conversations. If he ain't doing a job, he's doing shit. That's advice about him.
Bro.
You can't do it to police, so make sure they do it.
No, I'm gonna call the cops, bro. Crib, you need to leave. She's literally on camera. Like, I can call the cops here in 2 seconds. But look, don't act like I got a whole crib to go to.
Didn't you just get evicted today?
Did you just ask me to fucking be here with your stupid ass?
I didn't ask you to be
Did you
here.
just fucking ask me to be here? Did you just fucking beg me to be here?
No, I didn't.
Did you just...
Anyways. Tyni, you are and I. Yeah. It's stuck, bro. The door's stuck. It's not me. Yeah.
There's someone out here. You got food, man?
You said what?
You got food, man?
Apartment. 5238. It's 5238. Yeah, 5238.
Little girl ass shit. Oh, get my shit out the room. Get all my shit out the room. You, please, listen, please. I'm not trying to correct you. Can you please get my stuff out of the room? Can you please get my stuff out of the room? Tell this little ass girl to get my stuff out of the room. Everything in the drawer is everything, bro. What do you think the fuck I'm doing, Alex? I know that. I'm putting my shoes on in bed. Everything in the drawer is everything. Everything in the drawer is everything. Everything in the drawer is everything.
What is this shit?
Girl.
What is this shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, with this little ass girl, bro.
Open the door. What you doing, bro?
Hold the fucking door. No, because it's my house. She needs to stand up.
It's your house. It's your house. You little ass girl. Give me my shit.
I'm a little ass girl, but I'm not the one.
Give me my shit. You little ass girl. Give me my shit.
I'm also not the one that has to feed off other people.
Give my shit. Give my shit. Give my shit. You're talking too much, bro.
Right, like just leave, bro. Like just leave.
No, you talking too much. Get your hand up on my hair. You've been pulling my hair, bro.
Aya, leave.
You know, so now that happened, and after that, it was just like this was just going crazier and crazier because she came in the room trying to fight me and being like, "Well, I live here too, and I told you I was gonna bring." No, you didn't bring to tell me nothing. She said that she told Osborne, which was my ex-fiance. She didn't tell him shit. And you know, we didn't know why she was acting like that. Eventually, she tried to fight me for no reason. She came back like she heard some voices, which clearly she didn't because I could barely talk. And she started just accusing me of, you know, shit. And I'm like, you are out of your ditzy ass mind? What is wrong with you? So she started to swing and all that shit. And my ex-fiance just grabbed her and dragged her out. And, you know, she kept trying to come back and she was not trying to leave. So in the end, I did have to, you know, pepper spray her, and it was OC spray, but the cops were called right away. They were right there. The moment I had pepper sprayed her, and I didn't even want to, but she like forced me to because basically she was at the door. She broke my mirror. She broke my door. She broke my wall. My house looked crazy in these clips. Like I could put these clips right here. My house looked crazy, bro. So we were trying to drag her out, and she wasn't trying to go, and she kept trying to fight me. I said, if you try to swing at me, or you try any other extra shit, you try to come back in the house, I'm gonna mace you in the face. And she did. So I maced her in the face. Paramedics came, picked her ass up, and she went with cornbread. I don't know what the happened after that, because then he dropped her crazy ass off home, back to my house the next day, early as and just left her there. That was hilarious. I don't know why he did that, but I really don't know what she told him and just all that but I got a hold of Alan, who was the guy that she was messing with previously, and I got a hold of her brother. Her brother told me, yo, she's like, she has a mental disorder, she's literally just an addict. She's just crazy. But we thought she was good with you, and we thought that she was changing. That's why I didn't say nothing. I spoke to her mom as well. The was crazy, bro. Like, she real life was schizophrenic. She was like, she had a bunch of mental disorders, and she's seriously mentally ill. She hears voices, she gets delusional, talks to herself in the mirrors. Mind you, it's probably them drugs too, because what I didn't know was she was seriously an addict. Like, dude said that I didn't believe all this shit, so he sent me receipts. He sent me videos of her doing coke. He sent me videos of him being like, bro, does this look like rape to you? There's sex tapes, he showed me all that shit. Then he showed me text messages of her talking shit about me, before she had actually moved in with me. And he's like, yo, you were her next, victim to trick off of. She does this. She hops around crib to crib. She will never have a crib. She will never be able to hold it down. And that's why her parents don't want anything to do with her and kicked her out too, because she's a addict. Her brother cares about her, but he knows what's up as well. And I literally real life spoke to her brother that she was talking to almost every day, cool as hell. And she made it seem like her mom was a crackhead. She made it seem like her mom was on drugs. No, I spoke to her mom as well. I spoke to her whole family, man. And literally the was just on drugs. She was crazy. Mind you, there was these videos that he has sent me of her charging at the phone, acting a fool because she was on drugs, trying to jump off a balcony. I'm gonna put these videos right here. And then she cut herself. She cut herself. She cut herself and put blood all around the walls and was like, evidence, evidence, evidence. I'm gonna tell the police you tried to rape me, beat me, all this shit. And I'm like, this is real life psycho. So I didn't want nothing to do with her. And then she started like trying to trick on other dudes the same way. Like, she was just like an evil ass overall possessed. Like, who the does that? And then going through that phone, I had found her like 9 dudes. I could post all this shit because I still got the tapes, raw, letting them come up in her. I went and I got tested right away. Sure enough, because I was tested before getting with her. I showed her my test results. I was clean as up. Sure enough, the gave me chlamydia and trichomonas, and then she gave dude that as well because she was a dirty fucking bitch. She gave us an STD.
Thinking about it now, no wonder she had an STD, because she would be doing some shit like sucking her own tampons, like full of blood. And I remember the first time she like ate my period blood, I was like, what the but I just got used to her shit. And I mean, the things that she was doing with me and my ex-fiance, it's like, I'm pretty sure she was doing it with everybody else and not using protection.
This is what my house looked like afterwards. As you can see, the bathroom rail is broken. This is where the paramedics tried to wash the mace off of her. And then I definitely had holes in my doors and my walls, and my house was literally a mess, flipped upside down. All of her shit is all over the place, as you can see, thrown around the place. And she also broke my rail. This is exactly where I maced her. She ruined our household. She was pure destruction and just pure evil. If that's all she wants to do is dance in her life, then there's that. But like, she needs to be put into a facility. She's real life psycho. No, he didn't rape her, beat her, kill her. No, he showed me all the evidence of all that shit. And she didn't even want to follow through with the court dates. That's how like, she was really out of it. And then for her to she even tried to tell me that I tried to rape her. I said, bitch, you can't rape me. You've always been, trying to come on to me. What are you talking about? And then she made it seem like to everybody else around me that, I went on the phone and she's like, well, she tries to copy me. And why the would I want to be you? Why the would I want to copy you, you broke bitch? You don't have a crib. You don't have a car. I just got you your license. You don't have anything in your bank account. You got 2 STDs. You for drugs. Like, you're a whore. You're a cheap whore. Seriously. Why would I want to be anything like you? I'm honestly embarrassed that I on her. That I at once in my life loved her because I didn't know all this. So, you just got to be really careful with these girls. These girls will real life be crazy out here, and you won't know it till it's too late. But then speaking to other people who had contact with her, they said the same thing. She breaks character. Within 3 months, she breaks character, and the crackhead side of her honestly comes straight out because she's a crackhead, bro. She does any and every drug that she can get her hands on, and she can't wake up in the morning without drinking alcohol. And that's what it was. If you try to wake her up, she's like possessed and will try to fight you unless you give her like a drink of alcohol, bro. And or like weed, and that's how it would go. Like she would be like real life possessed. So that's how that went.